From a crash in Thurston, Washington that turned into a dangerous fight with officers, to a man in Fargo who thought he could punch police and get away with it? Welcome to Chase Point. On October 15, 2025, in Thurston County, Washington, a serious crash happened on State Route 510. A sheriff's deputy came across the scene, and what looked like a normal accident quickly turned into something much more dangerous. The driver who caused the crash was acting strangely. He charged at the deputy, went back to his car, digging through it, and even tried to reach the other driver who was hurt. The deputy stepped in to protect the victim.
Hey, everything's okay, just have a seat. Have a seat for me.
To stop him, the deputy had to use a taser, but it didn't work. The suspect then attacked the deputy and even tried to grab her gun. The situation quickly got extremely dangerous.
Hey, why don't you have a seat? Hey, have a seat. If you approach me, you're gonna get tased. Have a seat. You're not going near those people either. Have a seat or you're gonna get tased. He's attempting to approach the other car. I'm giving him verbal commands to stop approaching me. He's still approaching. He's gonna get tased. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Tase not working. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Now! He's trying to get my gun! He's trying to get my gun!
Luckily, help arrived. Officers from Nisqually Tribal Police and an off-duty corrections officer joined in. But even with backup, the suspect kept fighting and trying to disarm the officers. Finally, another deputy showed up and used a taser that worked this time. The suspect was taken down and surrendered after a long struggle. The suspect was identified as 47-year-old Brian Fleming, who witnesses said was speeding down Pacific Avenue before crashing. When questioned, Fleming admitted he had consumed 7 bottles of NyQuil that day to try to fall asleep, which explained his erratic behavior. Prosecutors later charged him with assault, attempting to take an officer's gun, DUI, reckless driving, obstructing, and resisting arrest. A case that shows how a crash can quickly escalate into a dangerous fight. On June 7, 2025, a Fargo police officer monitoring downtown cameras spotted 2 men in the stairwell of the Roberts Alley parking ramp. One was known to have an active warrant, while the other appeared to be smoking from a glass pipe commonly used for meth. Patrol officers were called to the scene. When officers arrived, they arrested the man with the open warrant. The second man ran off, but the real-time crime center provided his description and direction. Soon after, officers Winter and Dean spotted him at 2nd Avenue and Robert Street.
I didn't do nothing. Go ahead and put my practice. I didn't do nothing. Can you just go ahead and put your...
No, can I call? Can I get some help? No. What did I do wrong? What am I going to?
Put your hand back.
What am I going to?
Put your hands behind your back.
What did I do wrong?
If you put your hands behind your back, you can tell you.
What am I going to, man?
Officer Jensen joined the response and recognized the man as 37-year-old Joseph Manitowabi. Officer Winter confirmed he was the same person seen earlier smoking from a pipe. When officers tried to detain him, Manitowabi denied using drugs. They managed to get one handcuff on before he broke free, punched all 3 officers, and ran toward the Salvation Army about a block away. Officer Winter chased Manitowabi on foot, while Officer Dean followed in her squad car and Officer Jensen on a motorized tricycle. Winter caught up, and Manitowabi went to the ground as ordered. Winter drew his taser, and Dean provided cover with her firearm since they weren't sure if Manitowabi had a weapon.
Put your hands behind the small of your back right now. Let go of the handcuff. Ferguson for that teacher at 180. Throw my way. Check the sides here.
The chief of police.
I was under doing an investigation. Push a officer, man.
I did. He was a traitor. He wasn't an officer.
He was arrested and charged with assaulting an officer, possession of drug paraphernalia, refusing to stop, and preventing arrest. In September 2025, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison, serving 2 years behind bars and 3 years on supervised probation.
You want 600?
I'm good.
746. I'm sure you don't need a 600.
That's all for today's video. Police work is never easy and often very dangerous. Remember to stay safe, respect the law, and support those who protect our communities. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe for more.